Good morning, welcome to Orchids 365. Sweet November is here, the fall weather is upon us, and I'm so happy to walk around and show you my first blooms of November. Let's check them out. Well, since I'm already here, I think these were starting to open up. The last video I mentioned that I had bought this at that Banjong trip that we made. We went to Banjong RF, and this one smells like sweet cookies and cream, like Oreo cookies, and the brightness of the touch of cerulean is just, it's just a perfect orchid, and it's already blooming again. Sorry for the noise. And I know I've showed the ID before. Let me attempt to show it again in case you hadn't seen it. There you go. All right. And sorry about that, these bloom, I mean, look at this thing, gorgeous. It almost looks painted to me. All right, oh, there's a lizard in there. I lost her ID, but I think she was blooming in the last one. It has that little, it's that white with that little hint. I know this was years ago from Orchids in Bloom. And then this beauty, oh my God, I got her a long time ago. I think it was at Palmer's. This is the Tung Tung Diamond. Speaking of Palmer's, I'm going to their fall open house. I'm gonna be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'm super excited to see some of you guys that I only get to see when I go to Palmer's, because you're over there in the West Coast. And look at, it's funny, these flowers are huge, right? And then the outline it's still purple. There's like a, see that? That's why I got her. But then it had one flower that's slightly smaller with a little more white on it, and this is still opening. It has so many flowers that it's getting heavy, so most of the time what I do when she blooms, I get like a garden wire and I hold her here because the flowers last a long time. I just love her. You know, Julio sees me with the phone, and what does he do? Look how smart he is. Look, he's like, look guys, look what I can do. Really, Julio? This is not your kitty fountain, but you're showing off, right? Because you know I'm recording. You know what, guys? Let's turn on the fountain to see what he does. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. You want to be silly? We can be silly, right? Uh-oh. He noticed. Ah! Well, that'll make it better, right, guys? Come on. How cute is he? By the way, this water's clean, and then it has mostly rainwater, and he loves it. But he has his own water fountain with a filter because, you know, he's spoiled. But no, he likes mommy's fountain. Okay, so if you saw my red lens video, at the very end I have my haul. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. So this was one of the ones that I brought home. This is from Kroll. Oh my God, this thing doesn't want to focus. I want to show you the ID. There you go. And okay, and I one of the colors that I also love is green. So this is my new pot. This pot will be replacing the mosaic pots. See it side by side. It is a bit bigger, and it has a very important message. Orchids 365, be kind. And you can run the wires all the way to the bottom, and I am obsessed with how this looks in this basket. It was sold to me in a very, very small, like, it had to get out. It was literally falling over. So I carefully just put her there, and you guys, it looks like she's been there her whole life. Look how gorgeous. I just love this flower, the green, the shape, the lip, and this has been in bloom since it started opening when I got her. Then it fully opened after I repotted her, and I just love it. Very happy with this orchid. And let me know what you think about my new basket. So yeah, this one's gonna retire, and this one is coming in now. I always have to remind, be kind. In this community, there is only love and kindness and tolerance. Everybody's welcome. I think I showed her last time, but I'm so in love with this Phalaenopsis. It has no ID, of course, but she's just so gorgeous. I like how it has that little wave on the petal. how this flower is slightly different. This one has a little more pigmentation. It just, everything about it is adorable. And the fact that I have her growing in a 2-inch pot, my little cafecito pot with a little handle. Of course I took the saucer off because it's outside. This is probably going to be blooming either, if it blooms when I'm editing, I'll come back out and show you. If not, you'll see her in the next video. She's gotten really tall. So I'm gonna head over here. So I'm working on something. I have, as some of you that have been following me for a while, I have been growing my own seedlings and things that I have deflasked, and some of them are species, some of them are big cattleyas. Oh, she's pretty. Look how cute she is. I want to set up a designated inventory section. So now that I'm getting shade here thanks to my beautiful fruit tree, I'm gonna start repotting and moving my inventory over here, and then I'll have a select few things available sometimes in shows. This I grew from seedling and it's gorgeous, and I think it's already blooming size. We don't know what it's gonna look like yet until it blooms. I do think it's yellow. This was the cross that I purchased, and I'm telling you, they were tiny, so I'm so proud of these. So these are going to be part of my inventory. I have a few cattleyas. I have the yellow why nots. I have a green veil, some green veils. I have stuff that's mounted, so little by little, and my phalaenopsis are all going to be grown in the stone pots, sold with the saucers. A beautiful statement piece, even for a gift or for a centerpiece for your table. Look at these beauties, and look at the size. And I'm so happy with how it's turning on. Oh my god, you guys, I almost went face first into a spider web. That would have been fun. So anyways, let's go this way. The blue, these blue flowers are like amazing. Blue butterfly bush, I believe. And my friend, the honeybees. And usually midday, it gets packed with bees. I have a little water station for them here too. Where did he go? They're so fast. I was trying to show you a little bee. Oh, it's full bloom right now. Oh, there you are. There you are. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Got first dibs this morning on breakfast, huh? And this little fella over here. I can watch the bees all day. And these are blooming. It's at the pretty blue section here. And then I have so many flowers on my star fruit, you guys. I'm so excited because I love star fruit. My son does too. So, and the bees are busy working and pollinating here all the time. This is their corner. There's a lot going on here. This guy is a first-time bloomer, and the spike is still going, see? So in the next video, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see that one. Over here, my Ethel's Paradise, Hawaii, all the way at the top has buds. They're still loading. And then, you guys, I bought this Cattleya at the Redlands, and you are not gonna believe, it was in bud, it was bare root. And so the bare root ones had to be repotted. This is, again, the new basket. And they made it. They did not blast, and I am in love with this. I'm gonna have one available too. Okay, I'm gonna turn her around so you can see I have one of these available. Sa Nagab Delight. Isn't she pretty? I'm trying to see if it's fragrant, because for some reason I feel like it is, but I haven't really detected a fragrance yet. But I mean, how beautiful does she look in my basket, you guys? I can't really call these mosaic baskets, or can I? Maybe I'll just leave the name the same, but we'll just call it the Mosaic Basket 2.0. And I'll adjust the measurements that are listed online. I've had this one for quite a while, and most of them are pink, but mine is mostly yellow with a few pink freckles. It's the Summer Sea Spot Nodosa with the Summer Sea Spot. and super duper fragrant and blooms year round, but it's not the color that I thought it would be because they're all different. But if this is your jam, let me know, because I need to find her a good home, because she's huge and she's beautiful. She's in one of the first versions of the my forever basket, so you don't have to worry about it. And she's looking for the light, so but she blooms year round. I still have some spikes there, year round, and the fragrance is like out of this world, out of this world. I'm not sure if I have anything blooming back there, but we can find out. Ooh, I do. So I've been repotting and cleaning up the seedling area. I've been growing some things for a while. I'm super excited. This is from the first deflasking. Look at the size of this Dendrobium. And by the first, I mean 4 years ago. Okay, so yeah, time. So I gotta get these Dendrobiums. Oh my god, Julio really did frighten me right now. I grew this Encyclia from Seedling, and this one as well. So I'm getting my inventory ready. I have pink Oncidium Twinkle. Super cute. Those spikes take forever. I see one here and I see one here. So I've been freshening up. I could not believe how dark and pretty. This is a bag baby. Here's the ID. And then I have made a basket for her. Look at the intensity. If I come back out, I'm gonna show you where all of them are open. Look at the intensity of that deep purple. She's gorgeous, gorgeous. Love her. Unfortunately, with the heavy rains, this one, she blooms all the time and it blasted. I lost pretty much all the buds, but this guy was like, nope, I'll be here. Usually she'll bloom again, you know, it happens. The rains were insane. Okay, here you go. This is another one that oh, okay, Jesus. I have a few mounted babies here. I've been moving things around. Nobody's really blooming back here, but everybody's doing very, very good. I'm very happy. Lots of green, lots of promise. I moved my Dendrobiums to a sunnier spot, and I'm getting non-stop blooms, and I had to share these with you. Unfortunately, this one got caught in the table and I didn't want to pull her out because I didn't want to break those beautiful spikes. But look at the cerulean color of this Dendrobium, and this one always blooms for Halloween. She's so pretty. It doesn't have an ID, but tell me she's not gorgeous. Gorgeous. This one here with the purple, she has her ID, and I think I found it. I think I see an ID there, so I'm gonna try to grab it. Let me see. This one is the Aridan. This one that's gonna open, Aridan blue. But this one, I remember getting it when I went on a trip to St. Pete once. I'm gonna try to grab that ID to show you. I found it, guys. I think this is the one. I think it says Den, Thanes. It was from the St. Pete, I think it's called the Orchid Farm, where he does like once a month tours on his property. I got this one there, and I'm really happy with her. These flowers, and when it blooms, it blooms. There's 2 spikes over there and 1 spike here on that one little plant. I'm gonna put it up here, and then, you know what? I'm taking it inside and making a new one because it's fading. Mine as well. The pagoda is blooming so much that it's falling over. I mean, how can I do this video without showing you this gorgeousness? It's like a tower of flowers, no joke. Look how little my hand is. Beauty, what a beauty. Forever thankful for this beautiful gift. If you're watching, Anna. So a little update on the indoor grow space. I had to take the Vandas outside, you guys, because I could not keep up with the watering of the ones that I deflast. If you didn't see the video, go ahead and check it out, From Flask to Freedom. It's pretty awesome. But the main reason why I came inside was to show you that my Tetraspis cerulea is blooming again, and this time, look at this flower. This is what's so fun about these Tetraspis flowers. So I love that that one petal at the top came out white. I have her in my little mermaid pot that I made one summer. You know how summer I usually make something different. And oh, I love her, and I love that she can keep blooming. I see more potential for more flowers. But anyways, I couldn't do a blooming video without showing you this cutie. She's so adorable. Thank you for joining me for this blooming tour in November. We have the Ophi Circus, which is a 3-day event coming up. I'm gonna put the dates there for you. After that, the weekend after that, I will be at Palmer's. In December, Ophi has another show. And then in January, we have Miami, and then we have the Fort Lauderdale show, which we'll be talking more about. But I'm gonna add dates so you can plan your orchid shopping, and we can see each other, hang out, possibly even wear our Orchids and Bubbly shirt in sync and take pictures, guys. I have Nelson's Orchids and Bubbly shirt on my site. If you go to www.orchids365.com and you click on the apparel, I have my merch and as well as his there. So thank you guys for joining, and as always, remember to please be kind. See you real soon.